Hey, Room 15. This is Mr. Niblina, uh, putting out another Niblina's Nifty Notes, trying to be a little bit more consistent, like I said before. So now we are on Lesson 25, Session 3, pages 419 of 424. Yesterday, we did Lesson 25, Sessions 1 and 2, and yesterday's learning goal was converting measurement units from large units to smaller units using multiplication. Okay, today we are focusing on converting uh, larger units to, I'm sorry, smaller units to larger units using division. Okay, so again, large to small was yesterday. That is multiplication. From small to large is division. And if you can see the asterisk again, it says to please use the measurement sheet that we did glue in our notebooks yesterday for your class work and homework. And sometimes the problems in the book does tell you how many, what the measurement is. It might say that there is 16 ounces in a pound. It might tell you there is 12 inches in 1 foot. But then sometimes it doesn't, so you may need to go back to your measurement sheet to use for homework. All right. So this is a measurement sheet. It's a lot, so you may not be able to understand this or memorize this, and that is okay because you are allowed to use it in your homework. All right, let's get back to some problems real quick. Again, just make sure you're taking notes, you're writing this stuff down into your um, books. Okay, we'll start off with question. Looks like I got two questions. We'll start off with question 8. Okay, and this is also in your math book on pages 522. Um, Now it's asking how many yards are equal to 25 feet. Okay, so if I go back to my measurement sheet, okay, how many yards are equal to 25 feet? Actually, let's go back to this. So what I got to figure out, well, what's bigger, yards or feet? Well, I know yards are a larger measurement to measure, and feet is smaller. So I'm going from small to large, right? Small to large. And we understand this entire lesson when we're going from small to large, we are dividing. Okay. And what are we dividing? We are trying to figure out 25 feet into yards, right? Now, if we go back to our measurement sheet, which is right here, okay, if you look at it, where does it say? It says right here, 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. So I go back to my sheet, I'm going to be dividing 25 divided by 3. Okay. Now, guys, you can write this in fraction form, right? The first problem goes on top, and then the second number goes on my bottom. Okay. 25 divided by 3. Or you could also write it, I like to say 25 jumps into the pool because it is larger, and then it becomes a division problem. Oops, that's 25. How many times can 3 go into 25? Well, 3 can't go into 2, but 3 can go into 25, I know, 8 times. 8 times 3 is 24. I subtract, that's 1. 1 becomes my numerator, and 3 becomes my denominator, right? So that is my answer, 8 and 1/3 yards. Okay, so 25 is equivalent to 8 and 1/3 yards, right? These are the same measurement. They are the same length, they're just different measurements. Okay, let's go on to number 9. Which of the following measures is equivalent to 3,300 grams? Okay, so it looks like I'm going from grams, okay, and I'm going to kilograms because it's all my answers. And we understand that grams are a smaller unit, sorry, that's 300, are a smaller unit of measurement, and we are going to uh, kilograms. kg is the abbreviation for kilograms. Now again, we are dividing because we are going from small to large. So I got to go 3,300 divided by how many kilograms are in 1 gram. So if I go back to my measurement sheet, Okay, let's go to kilograms. Right here. 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams, or I could say vice versa. 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. So if I go back to my drawing board, I would have to write 1,000. Okay, now guys, this goes back to one of our lessons. If you remember, when we are dividing by tens or powers of 10, when we divide, we move our decimal to the left. When we multiply, we move our decimal to the right. Now, 1,000 is also equivalent to what? That's right, 10 to the third power. Okay, and that tells us, because it's division, we are moving our decimal to the left how many times? 3 times, or you can see here 3 zeros. Okay, but Mr. Nelina, I don't see my decimal at this number. It's there, it's invisible, and it's at the end, and you just write it there. Now, because it's 10 to the third power, or it's 1,000, I'm going to be moving my decimal over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now my decimal's here, which is now 3.3, right? So you guys don't need to be setting it up as I did previously, right? Don't do this. It's 1,000, 3,300 needs to jump into the pool. No, you don't need to do that. Okay, when you're dividing by powers of 10, you could move your decimal to the spot however many zeros are in there, or exponents, right? And the same thing with multiplication. When you see a multiplication sign and you see a power of 10, you can move it that many times over based on the number of zeros it has. Okay, let's look at one more. And please, also, you should be writing this stuff down within your book. Okay, um, let's do number 7. Here's 7. How many kilometers is equal to 800 meters? What is a smaller unit? Meters. Okay, this is a smaller unit. Let me change colors. 800 meters to kilometers. km is the abbreviation for kilometers. And again, I am dividing. In this entire lesson for session 3, I am dividing. Session 2 was multiplying. Session 3 is now dividing. When you go into session 4, you're going to have to figure out what is a smaller unit and what is a larger unit. Is it asking me to go from large to small, or small to large? And again, you have to go back into your measurement sheet. Okay, so here it goes. I have 800 meters divided by how many kilometers equals 1 meter. Well, let's go back to our measurement sheet. Okay, it's right here. Kilometer, and that is right here. So 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. Or I can say 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. Okay, so I go back to my drawing board. Okay, so it is 1,000. Okay, and look, there is that 1,000 number, the 3 zeros, the power of 10. 1,000 is equivalent to 10 to the third power, right? 10 times 10 times 10 equals 1,000. So what does that mean? Okay, I have 800. Okay, now where's my decimal? My decimal is at the very end, and I move it over to the left 3 times because it is division. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now my answer, I have 0.8. Do I need to write the zeros at the end? No, they are equivalent. So what is my answer? Okay, well, 800 meters is equivalent to 8 tenths of a kilometer. Okay, so again, just review. I'm going from small. I'm going from smaller to large, on small to large units. That means I have to divide small to large, right? I'm going to abbreviate here. Small to large, I divide. Okay. For session 3, it's going to be a little bit easy because you know you're going to be dividing. You're going to be dividing the bigger number, or the smaller unit, into a larger unit. So you're dividing. Session 3, it's going to be a little bit tougher, like I said, figuring out what's small, what's large. Okay. Now for homework. Okay. Homework is pages 523, 524, and the backside of yesterday's worksheet, which is converting smaller units to larger units worksheet. Okay. Again, any unfinished classwork is homework. Feel free to raise your hand, stop the video at any time, replay it, come back to it after school or at home. If you have any questions, let me know what you think. Thank you.